President Trump was down in Georgia yesterday, where he campaigned for Republican Mike Collins. And the GOP desperately needs Trump to give Collins a boost if they have any chance of keeping the Senate. So, of course, Trump talked about himself.
When I inherited this thing on January 20th, I walk into office, I have a press conference first or second day, and they're screaming at me, "What are you going to do about high prices? Right? What are you going to do?" I said, "I just got here. What are we talking about? Tell me." Eggs have gone up 4 times. 4 times. I said, "I just got here. Give me a break."
Give me a break. I didn't expect to jump into work right away. I just ran to stay out of prison. What do you mean you just got here? You already had the job for 4 years. You probably still had old pens in the desk. The guy's acting like he was expecting an onboarding. This is Joe B. You're going to spend the day shadowing him. Look, I do get it. He just wanted to spend his first day settling in, putting his stuff down, pardoning January 6ers. But the Democrats were just throwing all these new words at him.
And they used the word, first time I heard it, it was a word, made up by the Democrats. Affordability. They said, affordability.
Affordability. Why is the word you're best at saying the one you're worst at doing? And by the way, Democrats didn't invent the word affordability. Costco did. Costco. If you're going to buy a container of mustard, shouldn't you be able to bathe in it? By the way, after 10 years of Trump rallies, you can kind of tell that he's not moving crowds like he used to. The people there were yawning. They were bored, not even looking at him. This one kid was just on his phone half the time. Hey, kids, stop playing Roblox. The president is talking about affordability. Come on, Donald, you got to win this crowd back. You were so great at nicknames. Why don't you just announce a new cool policy with a snappy nickname, like old times?
We'll pass the great health care plan. It's called our great health care plan. That's the name of it.
Wow, thanks for putting in all that thought. Such a lazy name. That's like making a daily show and calling it The Daily Show. But look, the president wasn't just there to lie about health care. He was there to warn us about a terrible danger.
The radical left is actively trying to destroy our children's future with the disaster known as communism.
Oh, no! Quick! Hide the means of production! Don't tell me it's communism!
Communism is the single greatest threat to our country and its history, including even World War I and World War II, Pearl Harbor, 9/11. I think it's the greatest threat that I've ever seen to our country.
That's right. That's right. Communism is the greatest threat to our country, even more than the looming threat of World War I. That is what the president believes, although I think someone else might disagree with him.
The threat that we have, the biggest threat, is nuclear war.
I think that the border is the biggest threat to this country. Our biggest threat remains the sick, sinister, and evil people from within our country. The weaponization of law enforcement is the greatest threat.
Our biggest threat to democracy is stupid people.
Might actually be right with that last one, but let's move on from Donald Trump to his son, Don Jr., a New York 5, but a solid Trump 8. Because while the rest of us are suffering, he wants us to know he's doing great.
CNN investigation has found that an investment firm where Donald Trump Jr. is a partner has skyrocketed during his father's presidency.
Trump Jr. announced he joined that firm's 1789 capital days after his father's re-election in 2024. Since that time, assets the firm manages have more than tripled.
What? So lucky! How did he manage to triple his firm's assets in the 2 years his dad's been in office? He must be so good at business and only that.
Businesses the firm invested in have been awarded more than $1.6 billion from federal contracts and grants.
Unbelievable. What a flagrant abuse of power and access. This just screams corruption and greed. His dad must be so proud. This looks so bad, and Don Jr. isn't rushing to set the record straight, but there is something else he'd like to clear up.
according to the Twitter, I'm the biggest cokehead in the world. Shockingly, there's never been a photo or a video or anyone with any credibility actually saying that they've seen me do this, so I don't. If I look tired this week, it's actually because I had foot surgery a couple days ago.
Buddy, the rumor that you do cocaine is the coolest thing about you. You want to keep that going, or we're going to have to start talking about what you look like without a beard. For more on Trump rallying the nation against communism, let's go live to our senior political correspondent, Ronnie Chang.
I'll tell you the latest, Desi. Communism is on the march. Once these Democrats take power, bread lines will be around the block. So enjoy bread while you can, America. Desi, you want the butt part of this?
No, you eat the butt part of it.
No, it's gross. The inside bread is the good bread.
God, it's all the same bread.
That's what a communist would say. But then God, President Trump won't let Americans suffer under a system where we all just live off of government handouts.
But isn't living off of government handouts exactly what Don Jr.'s doing?
Okay, hey, I did not do cocaine with Don Jr.
I didn't say you did.
Good, because I'm sick of all these accusations. Don Jr. worked hard to get to where he is. But communists won't let anyone earn a living by being the son of a rich guy.
I don't know. That doesn't sound that bad to me.
Oh, really? Because communists also want to blow up Mount Rushmore, okay? They want to blow up Nakatomi Plaza. They want to defeat Rocky. They want Godzilla to win. They want free buses, but the bus explodes if it goes above and then under 50 miles an hour.
Okay, all right, that's not communism. Those are just action movies.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know because I haven't read the Communist Manifestos. What I do know is that Trump wants Americans to be rewarded for hard work, not for corrupt connections to the ruling party.
Again, sounds a lot like Don Jr.
Okay, we were not doing cocaine in the men's bathroom at Penn Station, all right? For the last time, we were in the men's bathroom doing foot surgery.
Very specific. Ronnie, I'm saying that Trump is doing the kind of communist rule he's accusing the Democrats of.
Desi, this is so lame, okay? Are you honestly suggesting that Donald Trump is ruling America with an unaccountable kleptocracy?
Yes.
Okay, well, I suppose he's sending mass goons to disappear people off the streets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I bet you believe he's pursuing forever wars against phantom enemies while dividing us with constant doublethink and 2 minutes of hate.
Yes, all of that.
And he's enriching his family with kickbacks, which Don Jr. and I celebrated by having a total rager that ended with us in the back room of a club at 2 a.m., getting tricked into a threesome where they promised there would be a girl, but it was just another dude. And none of us are really into that, but nobody wants to be the one that backs out, so we all just went ahead with it. But now it's awkward, and I haven't talked to Don Jr. since that night, and I really miss hanging out with him. Is that what you're suggesting?
Oh, Ronnie, I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is for men to connect at your age.
I just miss him so much.
Oh, God. Ronnie, is there anything I can do?
Maybe. Do you have any cocaine?
Get the hell out of here. Ronnie Chang, everybody.